listen up, JPAR Nation. I need you to get like crazy, stupid, passionate about YouTube. Become a student of YouTube. Become just completely obsessed with how to harness this tool to grow your brand, grow your business, and oh yeah, generate a heck of a lot of leads. Now listen, I can pull up the analytics from, I think I really got rolling on YouTube back in 2010. I've had, well over 300,000 views on my videos, and a lot of these are just simple videos, me setting up a camera in front of a new construction home or a new listing of mine and just talking into the camera. Talking to people about if they were moving to my town, where would I live? If they were moving to my town, where would I eat? Where's some fun things to do on the weekends? If you're a boater, you're going to love this. If you're a person that loves to fish, you're going to love to fish here. If you're a person that loves live music, you're going to love this venue, and on and on and on. You're walking in to every situation, every venue, every restaurant, every business, down every street you can find in your community, and I want you to be thinking, if I gave this place an audience on YouTube, would it bring value to the person that's consuming the content? Is this valuable content? If I expose this lifestyle or this aspect of the lifestyle of my community, will people find it valuable? And then the remarks section of YouTube is like a blog. It has has the power of a blog. And then you can put hot links, links back to your website, your contact information, calls to action in that content, and you can tag and do all these crazy things to show up in the search engines. Because what do we know about YouTube? Google owns it. And we want to support Google with all the tools that Google has. We're going to get into Google Places a little bit later. But for right now, let's talk about YouTube. And if you've been watching some of the content on here, you know that I love the perpetuity factor of YouTube. Now, Facebook has a shelf life. And that's okay, because sometimes people randomly, find a post from months back and they'll like it and it'll bring a Facebook post back to life. But YouTube is just out there. It is working for me. Like right now, as I'm shooting this video, YouTube is helping me connect with people, helping me build rapport with people I don't know, and generating leads back into my CRM. It's just a crazy thing. That's the leverage of technology, is that it's working for you while you're doing other things, while you're on vacation, while you're spending time with your family. While you're sleeping, it's just constantly working for you. That's the leverage you just can't afford not to take advantage of. Okay, so let's get out there. Let's get in front of the camera and let's start creating content. Now, all you really need to start to do is to start thinking about what are areas of my community that I visit most. What are businesses that I appreciate most? What are the things to do in and around town that I like to participate in the most? What are the community calendar events that are the most popular in my marketplace? And you're just going to start exposing that. That's when, like Gary Vee talks about that you're not in the real estate business or whatever industry you're in. You're not in that industry. You're actually a media company. Well, this is what he's talking about. He's talking about creating content that advocates, that advertises, that promotes goods, services, lifestyle features of your community and puts it out there. Why do you want to move here? Because of this, that, the other thing. You're just constantly out there shooting video, and it doesn't have to be professional. And I'd love for you to get to the point where you're so successful at building relationships and generating leads and just stacking your pipeline full of opportunities from all the content you're creating. And so every now and then, maybe you put out something that's like super professional and super polished, but most people appreciate just something that's grainy and authentic and real and raw and just in the moment. So just take all that pressure of having to have expensive equipment and expensive, having a sound guy and a videographer and all that stuff. All you need is a tripod, your phone, and that's where you start. And that is going to take a lot of the excuses off the table. So I realize this is a very broad topic, but I also realize you have an amazing opportunity to learn about YouTube by going to YouTube. And YouTube about YouTube. You know, find chat rooms and local, you know, tutorials and training classes in your marketplace about YouTube. Start consuming everything you can about YouTube. Blogs, books, podcasts. Start learning how to build an amazing business. You know, businesses that are amazing don't build themselves, okay? The beautiful thing is you don't have to have tens of thousands of dollars to get started. You just need to get started. Now listen, you can always reach out to me if you need to dive deeper. But I think if you watch and rewatch this, okay, that you'll start to find some clarity. This is my hope for you. If not, you need a little extra push, reach out. All right? Ready, set, start.